Microchip? Really? Have you guys heard some myths and rumors around there saying that the COVID-19 vaccine is going to implant a microchip in our bodies? Like a tracking device or something like that? Honestly, when I heard this, I was like, oh my gosh, it sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, doesn't it? And by the way, if this were actually true, I would be scared of it too. But guys, the COVID-19 vaccine is not going to implant a microchip or a tracking device in our bodies. That is a myth that's running rampant. Please do not believe that. So important that we focus on the truths and not the myths about the upcoming COVID-19 vaccine. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. I'm a practicing family physician. I'm a television health expert, and I'm also a video creator. We are talking about the 7 craziest myths about the COVID-19 vaccine that you should not believe. Oh my gosh. So let's go on to the second one. Okay. Have you heard that the COVID-19 vaccine might actually make you, any guesses about what I'm going to say here? Any takers? What do you think? Infertile? Yeah, like issues with infertility, like the ability to reproduce, to procreate. Insane. Like insanity. I'm going to tell you that one right off the bat. No. We certainly would hope that it wouldn't, right? But that is a myth. The COVID-19 vaccine will not make you infertile, okay? Number 3, how about this one? Will you be able to stop wearing masks when the COVID-19 vaccine comes out? Good question, right? I mean, wouldn't it be nice? It would be awesome. And I could see how some people might be able to say, well, of course, when the vaccine comes out, no more masks for me. I'm done with my mask. But as a matter of fact, that is a myth because we will have to wear masks for a little bit at least. How much longer? We'll have to see. But one of the reasons why is because the COVID vaccine, well, first of all, we don't have it yet. Second of all, is when it comes out, not everyone will likely be able to get it at the same time and early on. It's likely going to be rolled out to different people. So it's going to take time for our entire society as much as possible to become sort of immune or protected against COVID-19. So these masks are here to stay for just a little while. Okay, moving on to the next COVID-19 vaccine myth. How about this one? Okay, I'm going to ask you. If you have gotten COVID-19 already, and by the way, we know there are millions in this country who've gotten COVID-19. If you've gotten COVID-19 yourself, do you actually need the COVID vaccine? There is a myth running around there on the internet that says if you've gotten COVID-19, you don't need to get the vaccine. And some might say, well, of course, if you've already had it, why do you need to get vaccinated? You've already had it. But guys, remember, we've already had cases of people being reinfected with the virus. So even though you've had COVID-19, it doesn't mean that you won't or can't get it again. Because of this, people who have had COVID-19 before may be advised to get the COVID-19 vaccine when it comes out. Keep that in mind. Okay, I know you guys have heard about this one, which is this idea that the COVID-19 vaccine will alter your DNA. Once again, very like sci-fi like, right? Okay, like woo, woo, woo. And also very scary potentially, that concept. But I have good news for you. And I think this myth sort of came around with the mRNA vaccine. So the good news is that mRNA vaccines in particular and other COVID vaccines, they're not going to alter your DNA. Thank goodness for that, right? And the reason why, especially when we're talking about mRNA or messenger RNA vaccines, this messenger RNA really serves to give a set of instructions. It's like a good messenger with instructions built in. But it can't alter your DNA, which is a pretty darn good thing. So when you hear people or you read things that say that the COVID-19 vaccine will alter your DNA, well, you can say, I heard it from Dr. Jen. That ain't the truth, okay? Because it's not. All right, next, the COVID-19 vaccine will give you COVID-19. Big myth running around all over the place. Well, guys, look, we're trying to prevent COVID and we ain't trying to give it. The COVID-19 vaccine will not give you COVID-19. First of all, none of the vaccine candidates that we have right now, according to the CDC, are live virus candidates. That's the first thing to know. They cannot give you COVID-19. So the purpose is to protect us against COVID-19, not to give us COVID-19. And the final thing, and it sort of relates to like the getting the COVID-19 thing, is some people have been saying that the COVID-19 vaccine will cause you to test positive on COVID-19 viral tests. Now, That is false, okay? And the reason for that is, again, COVID-19 vaccine will not give you COVID. Therefore, you should not test positive on a viral COVID-19 test. Those are the tests that tell you, aha, I have COVID right now. I am ill right now, okay? Now, what may happen is, of course, we hope the COVID-19 vaccine will help protect our body, give it immunity from COVID-19. And thus, it may be possible to test positive on COVID-19 antibody tests, okay? Different, but not the viral test. So don't believe the hype when people tell you you're going to test positive for the COVID-19 viral test, because no, not going to happen. There is so much more to learn. I'm going to keep coming at you with lots of myths and truths so we know what's real and what's not, because this is super important, guys. We are literally on the brink of something very exciting. And of course, we're living through a pandemic, which we need to get a hold of. Remember, always wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, do all of that stuff we've been talking about. Guys, I hope this is helpful. Share it with other people, because you know there are folks saying this stuff and they shouldn't be. Guys, if you have not liked and subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so. And please click the little bell to get updates. As always, I do daily health videos. Guys, I'll see you soon.